Hey guys, this week we're working on this delicate peach fairy cake. I've got my 8-inch cake already covered in pale peach secured to a petal-shaped board. These cost a little more than a round drum, but it's worth it to give the cakes a bit more interest. For tutorials on how to make ganache, apply it, stack your cake and cover your cake, there are links below, and have a full playlist on the cake basics. I've traced the name out onto some greaseproof paper. I type the name on a Word document and then click through all the different fonts until I find one I like. You can find new fonts to download on websites such as dafont.com, which I'll leave linked below. I've also traced the reverse with a pencil. Secure your name into place with acupuncture needles. As you can see, I've stuck them inside the letters so that when we paint over them, the holes will be less noticeable. Trace over your letters with a pencil or a Dresden tool to transfer an impression. Then carefully remove your template and make some gold paint. This one is phase dust, but this time in signature gold, mixed with lemon extract. Carefully paint over the impression, taking your time with a fine paintbrush. Now I'm covering the board using the toilet seat method in a slightly deeper peach. You can always find the full in-depth look at this method linked below. Now I'm cutting out strips of white paste in various widths. I'm making tree trunks with tiny little notches cut out. Cut out lots of these and just apply them all around the cake with water, straightening them with a scraper. You can also create a few with branches emerging partway up. Keep alternating the different widths and trunk styles until you've gone all the way around. Then with the same gold paint, apply little stripes randomly to each one for the look of the birch tree. Now roll out some white paste with Tylo powder added into a chubby carrot shape. Stand this on top of your cake and bend it towards the left, securing it in that shape by pushing a kebab stick down through the centre. Trim off a little bit at the top and leave it to set. You can also create a mini one for the board, but this time using a cocktail stick. For the tops of the toadstools, I'm using the same peach colour as the board and rolling my finger across the centre to make almost like a baked bean shape. Flatten it out and then start teasing the top into a point until you have something a little like this. This also has Tylo powder in, and I'm just leaving it to firm up on a foam mat just until the stalk is strong enough to hold it. I placed the little one on straight away as I could secure it against the cake with water to hold most of the weight. Once it was strong enough, I slid the toadstool cap down onto the kebab stick, and then decided I want another one in front of it. Using a circle cutter, cut out small white circles. These ones I'm using here are available in my shop and they come as a set of 9 different shapes. You can find my shop links below as well as everything else I've used. The fairy's legs start as 2 flesh cones with the tops cut flat. Stick them side by side to the top of the cake to the right of the toadstools. Then add tiny little ovals of the dark peach to the ends to make dainty little fairy feet. Add a ball to the top of the legs, smoothing down the sides for more of a dome shape. With the same colour, cut out a flower and add details to the petals. Lay this over the dome, pushing the petals into place for a little skirt. The body is a soft rectangle of paste just pushed on top. The arms are also little flesh cones cut down to size. Never do this on your hand, I'm just stupid. Attach one to either side of the body and use a Dresden tool to help curl them up a little at the ends. The head is a small polystyrene ball with roughly the same amount of flesh paste. Push the ball into the paste, slowly bringing it up and around the outside to cover the whole thing. Rolling in between your hands will make it smooth and get rid of the seams. Push a cocktail stick down the centre to hold it and push this down through the body. This holds the body in place, keeps the head nice and light, and there is no drying time needed. Add 2 tiny black balls halfway up for little eyes and little white balls for catch lights. Then paint on a cute smile with some black food paint. You can also add bashful pink cheeks underneath. Hair starts as a dark brown circle. Attach this to the back of the head with water, bringing around the sides and pulling the excess to the top in a point. Chop this off with scissors and smooth the hair down to the head. With a tapered string of paste, curl it between your fingers and add them to the front of the face. Squash a ball of brown paste and mark in lines from top to bottom so it looks a bit like a mini brown pumpkin. Please excuse the hands and nails, they are always full of other food colouring. Always have other projects on the go off camera. I then created another fairy in the exact same way, just changing her dress for white and making a spiral bun. She is sat down on the board to the left. Fold a piece of wafer paper in half and then use some scissors to create a small pair of wings. All you need is a little tiny drop of water on the back and the wafer paper will instantly stick in place. Just remember not to oversaturate it as it will then melt the paper instead of just sticking it. You can do the same thing to create quick butterflies. Make a few in various sizes, again just sticking them around the cake with a tiny bit of water on a paintbrush. Once they have stuck in place, you can add extra detail by lining the wings' edges in gold paint. Little tufts of grass can be made by rolling 3 spikes and sticking them together at the base. Chop the bottom flat and then use them on the top and on the board for decoration. Roll large balls of white sugar paste and place these in empty areas, then followed by small gold pearls and even smaller white ones as little magical fairy sparkle trails. That's what I'm calling them. Dragées and pearls stick better with a little piping gel. Add these to any empty areas and finish off the cake by attaching the edge to one of the toadstools. I just used click sticks for the number 1, which I have a tutorial for, again linked below. And we're done! A delicate, cute fairy cake, all in one colour scheme, just by using various shades. Try choosing a colour and sticking to it to create your own fairy cake. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see what tutorial pops up next week. If you do want a sneak peek of what's coming in advance, then you can join us over in the Cherry Brigade forum. Thanks guys, see you next week.